Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luba's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Yo, did you call me? Just close the door. Huh? Yeah, what's up? What? Oh.
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll be transported. Needed to a silk.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
It would make a fine gift for your beloved.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack, no matter how rocky the road.
Sweet incense. What? Ah, they've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang.
Good day, my lord. My thanks. An excellent choice. My thanks. Here you are. If you want it, you'll have to pay. Thank you for your custom.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Weights and pots!
The most fragrant herbs and
My carpets have pride of place in...
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is gonna be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favorite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Is
it true what I'm hearing?
I can.
Yes, they're quite sort.
Kneaded to a silken softness. Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
You all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes. I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in town.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... Oh, you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just...
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs. Good girl.
Faster!
flames. That explains the heat. Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Sweet incense! There he is. The man who saved... I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged. Needed to
Lightly and dark.
soften.
Fresh from the grill. My carpets have pride of place.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Alright.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number one in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Nice. Carving out a niche.
The finest fabric.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Alright, let's go after Titan.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
Have you gotten onto Cyberpunk yet?
Uncle.
I haven't yet.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled.
Oh, wow,
I retreated
really?
to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor.
Jeez.
I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you.
I mean, as long as they fix it. I mean, granted,
Had I the courage of
it should have been
my
caught beforehand,
brother,
but
might
I
already
mean,
have done so.
we're dealing
But that
with
ship has sailed. You, however,
a really advanced game, so
Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now.
yeah, but we're dealing with technology. I mean,
Where men can live and die on their own terms.
I can hardly put for me, at least for me, I can hardly put the entire blame
Was raised in a
on
nation that strove
the
to
devs
improve
themselves.
the light of bearers.
I mean, most of the blame, yeah, but part of it is
That spark of freedom did not arise by chance.
the stuff
But
that's
was kindled by my father.
probably out of their hands
Who
too.
would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean
But
to do.
I'm not a dev. I'm not a developer, so
Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions.
at least with CD Projekt Red, I don't think it has anything to do with greed.
I am certain my cause is
Other
just.
there's some other developers where it's like, yeah, it's definitely greed, but I don't think
really
with
are just like him.
I don't think with CD Projekt.
Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew.
If anything is probably worse, it's probably like some form of like negligence,
Well, then,
which
this
they
is
would
where
need
we
to
will
definitely
part
work on,
ways.
but I don't think there's anything
Luck in convincing my
related to
Canterbury
greed when it
friend
comes
to
to
share his
when it comes to them.
considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Yeah.
Till then. Go safely, Uncle.
But I mean, that cook
And you, nephew.
works for a bigger company.
We have much to catch up
If you
on.
put it, you know, that
and I.
analogy.
I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Well, I mean, there is some sort of negligence there. But maybe it's just maybe I'm just not
I'm coming.
maybe I'm just not as cynical.
Kuka.
So I know people who believe in who are along the same lines of thinking, and there's a bit of cynicism that comes with it, especially when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm not saying that's completely what's driving what you're saying there, but I mean, I don't know. People. Yeah, and that's the thing, though. You know, the people work for companies. So, like you mentioned with the cook, you wouldn't work with that cook anymore. CD Projekt Red has a bunch of cooks in the kitchen. If someone works on something that has bugs, get someone else to work on the thing and fix it.
What is that gutter rat done to me?
Your hands are gone, man. Well, yeah, and then that's how you show. That's how the companies will learn.
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead.
You truly believe you would have triumphed at the battle
But
upon
I mean, these days I don't expect anything to be completely perfect.
How would he have done
Like you're never going to get everything completely perfectly right the first time.
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's that
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak. But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a
none of the
way
companies
to
learn.
take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything.
Like every company at its core is a business, and their ultimate goal is to continue to make money. So there are going to be products that are going to have bugs here and there, and even games that are properly tested are going to have bugs here and there too. It's unfortunate, but I mean, we're dealing with technology and stuff, and that's just the reality of things and how things work.
Not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power
Oh, well,
beyond
yeah.
human understanding.
That's just the way I see. That's just the way I personally see things. I mean, granted, I haven't paid for the DLC for that game yet because I haven't been playing Cyberpunk, but I'm playing on console, so I don't know if there's any difference between PC or console when it comes to like the bugs or things like that, because I know there can be differences depending on how things are programmed.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light.
Yeah, I didn't know that they tried to hide it. To be fair, I haven't really been keeping up with the news related to the game, so...
Euthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Oh, speaking of PC though, what was it? They blew up and they fixed it. How long did it take to fix? Do you know how long it took to fix it? It was a while. And was this latest update release, was it updated with the release of Phantom of Liberty, or was this like an update that happened like way before that?
Orcs.
And Jill's still sick. So they probably did an update to prepare for the release of the DLC add-on, but something happened with the release of the DLC add-on that like messed up the game. And their mistake was trying to hide it instead of just coming out and being like, hey, there's a bug here, we're working on it right now. So yeah.
They spotted us.
Oh, no. I know. You've proven that time and time again. Torgal. Oh, there you are. And I want Torgal to transform again, but Jill isn't with us. Or at least... I hope he can still transform without her. Five sets, 12 deadlifts. Oh, wow. Man, it's been a while since I've seen you. I can imagine you probably got like bigger. Smaller. Well, my goal is definitely get bigger now because Oh, okay. My goal right now is definitely to get bigger because I've been dealing with some like anemia stuff, and like when I would go to my dialysis treatments, my dry weight was like 70 kilos, and I was coming in at like 4 or 5 kilos under because I didn't have an appetite and I was like barely eating. It was bad. Right. I need to actually go and do some like gradual stuff, weightlifting stuff. Not like weightlifting, like heavy stuff, but just little bits here and there. Oh yeah, I'm good with the doctor. I just went to see my doctor a couple days ago. Now that my appetite is back, I can actually eat and retain food, and I can actually go work out in moderation.
Won't be going any further this way.
Alright, where are you, Hugo?
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Yeah, like, my original goal when I was working out wasn't to get like to get like swole, but it was at least to have a good tone and to I don't know, just to feel better overall. And then a lot of that before was when I was playing like Dance Dance Revolution and stuff. Like, man, if I can go back and play some DDR like comfortably, I'll be happy.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did we
After you, oh, you have to eat a calorie deficit. Yeah, I think for my thing, I went to the gym like some time ago, and they like weighed me and did all that stuff, and I have to eat like a bunch of calories. But it's hard for me to actually eat that much because of what I've been doing health-wise. Like, it feels like my stomach has shrunk. Okay, yeah, I see that. But I need to find a way to maybe drink. I think that'll be easier for me because it feels like my stomach has shrunk. So if I can find some way to kind of drink the calories, I guess, instead of actually eating them. I don't know if that makes any difference, but oh man, there's a lot of crystals in there.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal. Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Oh, that's his castle inside of the Mother Crystal? Jeez.
Let the trial begin.
Yeah, my body is used to the way I'm eating now, because I don't eat a whole lot anymore. But anytime I try to eat a little bit more than I really want to, or than I feel I want to, I start to feel sick. Oh, okay. My plan was to actually go to the gym tonight, but I didn't have the energy for it. So I think I'm gonna go tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, probably. Like, I'm just now getting energy back. Because I was, like, really, like... I was, like, iron deficient anemic.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Well, in my case, it was like really bad. So at dialysis, they actually had to put iron in the machine when the blood was being pumped back into my body. So that way I was like getting iron directly in my bloodstream. It was pretty bad.
Did the orcs do this too?
So that actually jump-started everything and helped me out. Trace minerals? Is that like something to take like after you work out, or? Oh, okay.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Alright, so you should be seeing a pretty big fight here soon. Like, in all meanings of the word. Oh, that's his throne. Alright, where are you? Where are you? Hugo.
Is this your doing, Ultima?
Oh, he transformed. I wonder if there's any way to trigger that transformation with Torgal.
You've been busy, Kupka.
Yeah. He's butthurt.
But where did you go?
Because he doesn't have his hands anymore. Alright, here we go. Is this the fight?
The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
$18.41. Okay. Upheaval.
Just what I
Come on. You know what? Forget you guys. Is this Hugo? Are you about to throw down?
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
You got away from her. Benedicta! I'll kill you, Rasputin!
Oh shit. He's primed.
Oh, he's not seeing things properly. If you're just joining me, you're about to see a real big fight.
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. The flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Was that Joshua? Oh, this fight's gonna be epic. Oh, his hands are gone. Oh, never mind. There they are. There we go. Get him staggered. He is not in his right mind right now. Granted, I don't think he ever was, but...
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I!
Brimstone. Hold and release R2 plus square.
Let's give this a try.
Ooh, I like that. There we go. Nice. What are you doing? You're gonna... Why would you do that? Are you kidding me, dude?
What the hell has he done?
Jeez. my gosh, she's huge. Well, I knew it was gonna be big, but this is ridiculous now. You see this? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Shoot. Yeah. This is insane. Titan lost. That's what it's called. Because he ate the aetheryte crystal. He just went berserk. Shoot. This is just... Like, how can anyone even live in this world with the potential of things like this happening? Like, having people with this kind of power is just a complete danger. Yeah, and they had to nerve to say that this game was not necessarily a flop, but didn't sell well. Like, Square doesn't know what they're talking about. Like, this is what I was expecting when seeing the trailers for the game. Is the freaking kaiju battles. This is a kaiju battle. There's weakness right there. Take his arms out. Hellfire. Oh, what are you gonna do? Oh my gosh. Oh. This is so crazy. I'm gonna jam this right in his head. I am. Yo, that was dope. Jeez. Right through his body. Oh, you're not done. Oh my gosh, this Titan fight. Oh my gosh, he just opened up the earth. Oh, now you're running. Jeez, dude. You like really want me to... There we go. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? Don't tell me we're gonna take ether from the mother crystal and... Yo. I got chills, man. What the heck is this? Yo, we're doing some orders! Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh no! Is that actually the end? Dude. You see that, Christopher? That fight was insane. What happened? Oh. Oh, there goes Hugo. Still not sure what's happening here, though.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial substantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
So is Ultima a being from the civilization before? Because there's those giant airships that fell everywhere. You trying to bring the world back?
Thank you, Joshua.
Is that what's going on?
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
That's Odin right there.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
The death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Oh wow. Look at that.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence, that you were my master. But alas,
I will always be your loyal servant.
Everyone everyone has some kind of relationship going on in this game. Hugo and what's his name? The dominant of Odin. They were both with Benedicta. Dion here has this soldier. Clive has
Should
Jill.
the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault? Our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
Yeah, his dad,
There is one small mercy, at least.
like,
You will
is
not be
just
forced to
the
do battle with
worst.
Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor.
What? The little kid?
What is the meaning of this?
My father's orders. What were they? Quickly! Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
What did Annabella do? She did something. There's no way that little kid was just made emperor. Like without foul play.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Joshua.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
Addy!
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Jeez, man. That Titan fight was just amazing.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Gav told me the gentleman who visited earlier, the one with the loud voice, was your uncle. I did think there was a resemblance. Something in the eyes.
seen troops amassing at every border crossing. Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's Fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Hold on.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Kuka. But when I close my eyes...
Sylvia Yara's voice as he whispers for us to run. Words are immortal, and then suddenly they changed my life, and I've wanted to thank him ever since.
Only I don't know how.
I don't know the right words.
I wish you were here. Is everything we've received and everything promised all yours?
Direwolf Jess. Let's check with Karen. I should check this. I've seen something out in the office. Never mind. Increase the round. Increase the round. Increase the loot on 30 times 20%. Oof, that's good.
Finish on it. Okay. So we do. Anything else?
No. Action.
I'm not much bothered either way.
So at least I could earn more money.
The conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Wuludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men, slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Wuludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my life? The kingdom of Wulud claims dominion over all of Ash. It It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
What do we got? Ooh, there's a lot. There's an A class. S class. Oh no. Let's see. There's a couple of C class ones here. Dhalmekia. Grimalkin. Soul Stingers. Dhalmekia. Aldil Rosaria. A pool of opalescent ooze. Okay. Discovery of a fallen giant in the Rosarian ruins. The jaw of Dhalmekia. So most of these are in Dhalmekia. Of a fallen giant in the Rosarian ruins. Okay, so I gotta find that one. It's an S rank. Let's do a couple of hunts. Can't go that way. This is Rosaria. Maltail. Let's see. So we got the Cattery, Empty Hovel, Valkyrie Desert, and the Jaw. Empty Hovel, the Cattery, Valkyrie Desert, the Jaw. So I can go straight to the Jaw right there. Valkyrie Desert. Ah, there's some areas down this way. Fangs drip. There's some stuff down here too. The Gilded Path. The Dim. Port Isolde. Jill isn't with me. Okay. Bandit's bed, so I can go up that way. Let me just keep going this way.
Prey on trade caravans. You've picked the wrong target. You deserve a rest.
Oh, there it is. Or at least one of them.
Well, Clive. Looks like you're gonna need a big figure sword. Kill!
Ora, 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 ora.
Let's try.
Oh, jeez. shoot. There we go. Beat him with a parry.
It should have stayed in its shell.
Was it you?
You deserve a rest.
Oh, it is you. The 9 of Knives.
My blade yet hungers, so do I. Come.
Oh, you're one of those.
Feast on your flesh. Your feasting days are over.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, he's tough. Yeah, I gotta work my way up. Yeah.
We're seeing troops amassing at every
So I gotta take notes. Okay, fast to count them. Soul Singers. Is rank. That's an anti-home, down. The 9 Knives. That's an A rank. Let's see. That's a CC to B, so A rank. I'll do. That's Missouri somewhere. I have no idea, because there's secret temples I can't open yet, or at least that's not good. So there might be in one of those secret temples. Well, let me go talk to these people. And then I think I'll call it a night.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Cooker is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. Big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
My knowledge is yours. I have said it many times.
No, I don't. I know it was wrong to revel in the death of another. It takes solace in the fact that he will never steal anything from us ever again.
His story is ended. Were you aware... But what of the twins themselves?
When touched by magic, the other spared its burden. Their minds were blissfully untainted by the poisonous rhetoric of priests and politicians.
Yes, change will come. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. What subject shall we consider today?
Thanks to Sid.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kuka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. Start to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. And what can I do for you? It's a relief.
And we're living in fear.
Thank you, Clive.
Now he's gone, we'll finally have time to devote to everyday gripes and grumbles.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Cooper is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
What do you need? You're a bloody riddance.
If there was ever a man who deserved a rusty knife in the gut, it was that prick.
Mine included. What's that for you?
Can you make me
Look at what?
That's fine. Would you like this mess?
If I clear.
Down 72 from my 74. It was up, I went down to with defense. No, no, that. Down in front of white worm bone and diamond armlets. I have everything else for that. Huh.
And?
$10.50. I'm gonna save my ability points. Or maybe I should reset them.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home. You even got you running errands or something? Just spreading the word. So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed. No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news. Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him. You're right. I should. And I will. Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave. Very well. I'll suggest it.
Clive! Oh, same old.
Reports.
So, it was luck, and luck alone. But now...
I can tell there's something different. That Cook is dead, that you avenged them.
Thank you. Anything catch your eye?
Okay, there's some over here.
Think you can
Alright,
help?
I'm gonna go ahead and save. And call it a night. That Hugo Kuka fight was just insane. Holy cow. But I'll be getting back with this tomorrow. I really got nothing else to say. So, until next time, I'm out. Peace.